Peace fam, back again with some more fire content. In today's video, we'll be looking at woke TikToks and all of the traps that the government has set up for us.
The dark forces are losing their grip on the population and absolutely losing their minds.
The dark forces,
They have changed narratives 4 or 5 times in the past year, which is absolutely unheard. We are exiting the 7-year transitionary cycle before going full-fledged into the light belt that will change our DNA, our consciousness, and awaken the masses. I'm talking the masses, but because so many of us have already woken up, have you noticed that no one cares about the news anymore? No one cares, and that is absolute disaster for them because they need people to care. They need the energy to manifest whatever narrative they're trying to manifest, and they don't care what the narrative is. They only care about the frequency and vibration, and they can't keep us in fear anymore. It's not working. This is their last attempt at harvesting as many souls as possible. Up because you will see more narratives, more fear, more agendas. But remember, that is all illusion. And the true reality is always a reflection of your inner state. Don't ever forget that.
So something I want to touch on real quick, right? That just, kind of resonated with me is that she said that we're coming out of a 7-year transition, right? And I've always had this thing with the number 7, right? You got movies, lucky number 7, 7, 11, 21, things like that, right? So with the number 7, I feel like every 7 years, us as people, we go through a transition, like a transitionary period. So after 7 years, you kind of change, you mature a little bit. You go from being like a little kid and you start trying to become a little bit more mature. You want to hang out with the older kids a little bit, right? So that's at the first 7 years. The second 7 years, when you're 14, it's another transitionary period. You're leaving middle school, you're going to high school for the first time. Then after the next 7 years, you're 21, another period. And what I'm saying, after this one, this is when they want you to get drunk and, basically not focus on anything. They just want you to party and lose your mind. And then after the next 7 years, that's when you're 28, and that's when you kind of awaken. You kind of start getting prepared for your 30s. So we go through all these different, 7-year phases.
Say this too: food, water, first aid kits, peroxide, alcohol, flashlights, solar lanterns, seeds.
It's like a list of things
matches,
to get.
Ammo, big pum-pums, little pum-pums, candles, a big coat, some good boots, fasting, exercise, pushing your body to the limit. I'm sure I forgot some shit, but y'all get what I'm saying.
If you know, you know.
Y'all remember when I used to use these solar cookers back in 2021?
Whoa.
Y'all go crazy.
Y'all solar cookers? I ain't never seen that before. He said in 2021. We're going to have to go over to Master Yoshi page and see what these solar cookers are. That's pretty interesting.
Viral. Y'all remember when I told y'all to start investing in fruit trees? Start to get with your family so y'all can invest in some land and start a garden? Remember when I documented this whole garden from me turning my backyard into a complete sustainable food forest with all my stimulus money? Remember when I stopped going to the barber shop? Remember when I started rocking all black? I ain't buy no clothes in the last 2-3 years. Remember when I was collecting those 5-gallon containers, collecting rainwater? You remember all those videos I was making, going crazy? Remember when I told y'all to start saving y'all seeds and composting y'all food scraps? Remember that? Remember all the bonfires I had in the back, all the videos of me chopping wood? Y'all remember all the solar energy, all the solar chargers, generators I was telling y'all to invest in? Remember I was telling y'all to get y'all weapons up? Extendo too.
Yo, he ready for everything.
Investing in water bags, water filters. So
he ready for a disaster.
Bro, a lot of people laughed at my videos and thought I was just, trying to go viral. You see, everything I stand for and taught about goes against everything the government stands for. So I never wanted to become this big content creator. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how to do people when they get too big. But I gave y'all the keys and I gave y'all the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know it's about to go down, you know it's about to go down. I'm starting to see people saying there's food shortages. I'm starting to hear people saying there might be a power outage soon. I'm just seeing so much mental health that's going on and just people just getting sick y'all better be aware of the agenda and what's you know what I'm saying, the plan for us and plan accordingly. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say.
If you know, you know.
Yo, let's not forget, yo. Look,
Does your
why y'all
Walmart
think that they
have
was
big
doing shit
empty
like
spaces
this?
like this?
And we all know we keep hearing about the food shortages, bro.
Mine
We
ain't got
all
no
gotta
empty
wake
spaces
up and
like
pay
that right
attention,
now.
bro. Listen, yo, we all heard about this theory before, bro. I don't think that it's just a theory, bro. I really feel like that shit gonna happen, bro, during the next pandemic. You feel me? Listen, yo, come to my page. Click my Instagram box. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. Click my link tree. Listen, yo, click one of these links and show love. Just little donation always go a long way, bro. Wake up!
Speaking of, go ahead and hit the super chat down below. A little donation go a long way. Wake up! I'm just kidding. Y'all ain't got to. Just watch the video.
Ma'am, where's the boys section?
Right there. All
This
is right here.
This is the boys section?
Yes.
What?
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Is this the boys section too?
Yes.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, okay.
Wow. This
Yeah,
is
the
boys
colors have
section.
definitely been changing.
Hey, we got a boy shirt. Hold on. This is the boys section.
Oh, no.
We're in the boys section.
We got all these opaque colors and all these neutrals.
You gotta be kidding me.
and-
Is this the boys section too?
That is for boys.
Oh, no. Where is this at? Target?
Now, if this ain't pushing the agenda, I don't know what is.
Y'all shopping at Target?
This is sick. Target, do better. Yes,
That's
we're at Target.
That ain't Target.
Look at this. So you can look like your sister.
Oh, that's
Isn't that
crazy.
something?
Matching outfits.
So I'd like to explain why I think it's really dangerous to be colonized and live in a capitalist society. Basically, we're all being domesticated slowly but surely. Colonizer culture intentionally wants to destroy indigenous cultures all over the world because indigenous people are self-sufficient. They don't have to be dependent or domesticated, to survive. Right now, when we take our children to school, they're not learning how to be self-sufficient.
They ain't learning
They are not
nothing
learning
here.
how to grow gardens or how to
Man, look, my kids be coming home from school. I ask them what they did. They have no answer. Like, they don't even do nothing fun anymore. I remember going to elementary school. We went on a ton of field trips. We were always outside. We did exactly what this little girl's doing. We used to plant gardens and stuff in the front. They don't even do that. Well, at least here in my city, to the schools that my kids go to. They don't do that stuff no more. So the education system is all messed up.
work the soil, or there's nothing substantial like that being taught in schools. That is what the residential schools tried to destroy in the indigenous cultures all over the Americas. They didn't want these children of indigenous parents learning how to grow corn and how to provide for themselves. No. You gotta learn math, you gotta learn all this other stuff. You gotta learn English, otherwise you're stupid. And let me tell you why I think it is so dangerous for us to be colonized and domesticated and not self-sufficient. And forgetting the essential things that make us human beings. Being artistic, creating the things that we use every day. Instead we have the fucking industrial revolution and we export all our labor overseas and exploit people.
Look at that
It's
child
really
labor
fucked
right
up,
there.
capitalism. It's so fucked up, exploiting people all over the world. Now we know that the United States during World War II supplied the Nazi people, Hitler and all that. We also hired these scientists that were working for Hitler. All they have done is kind of evolved and made sure that we can't see them. They're not in plain sight anymore. They don't build content.
Hey, I think that them people, that she's talking about that came over here, I think they the ones that still kind of like, they up here when it comes in terms of who's running things, right? They're up at the top and we don't see them. We're not going to see them. They're not going to allow us to see them. But I feel like they are still the ones calling the shots, That's kind of who that's who won the war, in my opinion. I don't think we did. I think they did. And they just ain't gonna tell us.
Concentration camps. No, instead they want to keep us alive as long as possible but sick. So, they make the cheapest food as the most unhealthy, and they Oh God, it's horrible. So to me, the plan overall is that if we're all domesticated, we don't know how to clean our own water, where to get water from, or if the Air Force bases poison all of our water, and we can't grow our own food, all they have to do is cut off our food supply, turn off the water, and what do you need a concentration camp for anymore?
Right.
You
This
can
is
just kill people,
the concentration
poison the fucking water. I mean, this country is psycho, so be careful. Natives have warned you many times.
He claimed to be a doctor who is expressing his
primary
views on
care
very
physician,
important topic. Okay,
and
let's see.
I'm frustrated, and this is not what I signed up for. I'm tired of our sick care model, and I'm not choosing not to participate. I got in this to help people get well, not harm them, protect them, lead them, teach them. And that's not what I'm seeing in the healthcare system.
Man, no, you're not going to see that in that system. You're going to see dollars. If you want to chase dollars, get in the system. If you want to help people, that's not the place to be. People will wake up one day.
And so I'm choosing to take a different approach as a doctor for the sake of people that are relying on us to teach them how to be healthy. Someone tell me why. Why don't doctors tell you to take something as simple as magnesium instead of a stool softener? Knowing that
I'm gonna answer that. Because of money and dollars. It all leads back to that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Imagine if doctors actually wanted to make you better. They wanted to cure whatever you had so that you ain't never ever got to come see them again. How many doctors would be out here rich, driving in whatever car they want, living in whatever mansion? Do you get what I'm saying? So it's all about the dollar at the end of the day. And, you know, I think the model should be switched, okay? Say, for instance, a doctor should only get paid for curing things. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you cure it, you get paid. If your patient continues to be sick, you're not getting paid. But once you cure that, okay, now we're going to pay you. Imagine how many things would get cured like that. Man, the whole world would probably be cured.
the stool softener dehydrates your bowels. Why don't doctors tell you to take D3 in the winter? Because you can't get it from the sun. It's gone, depending on where you live in the country, and it radically improves the immune system and impacts your sleep. Why don't doctors tell you to change your diet? You know, when you're having heartburn or indigestion, your body's literally revolting against you. Instead of giving you something like Prilosec or Nexium, knowing that studies show that they're linked to kidney failures and osteoporosis. Why don't doctors tell you to focus on herbs or certain foods to heal?
Oh, because they don't make money.
Why don't doctors tell you to lower the toxic chemicals that are inside of your house, knowing that it's 100 times more toxic in your house than outside?
Because you're not going to come get a prescription.
That might be causing you your constant headaches or your allergies. All the fragrances and chemicals and the toxic buildup that gets into our cells are what creates these things. Why aren't you informed by your doctor that if you eat something as simple as a grapefruit every day, that it'll support lowering your blood pressure naturally and you don't need or might not need a medication?
Because insurance don't cover fruit.
That's taking a blood pressure drug can't take anything with grapefruit in it. The same thing applies with a blood thinner telling people they can't eat green food. Why don't you just eat the green food? Why doesn't your doctor tell you to take something like an activated charcoal? Because it just soaks up toxins for like your headaches, or maybe you're bloated, or you have skin problems, telling you that your gut is backed up, or you have, some kind of food poisoning. Because activated charcoal bonds those and removes them from the body. It's real simple. Why don't doctors tell you to use herbs or herbal teas to manage your pains or support your immune system or support your digestive function?
Man, because if they tell you that, they're going to lock you up. You know what I'm saying? Or they're going to try to knock you off. You can't tell nothing. You know what I'm saying? You try to come out there and be a herbal doctor, they're going to discredit you like that. Come on, man. We know these answers. You know these answers.
Knowing that these different herbs can help your organs. Proven. Have a lot of science on it. Why don't doctors, instead of suggesting you to take a prescription drug? Why don't they give you something as simple as a probiotic every single day to help support your gut health and your immune health, knowing that we have all these friendly bacteria inside?
Man, you know they don't give out pro anything. They're going to give you an antibiotic to just kill them all. You get what I'm saying? Instead of strengthening the system, they rather just weaken it, kill it all. And maybe they'll get sick again. You got 50-50 chance. Let's just flip a coin on it.
Of us that need help. Why don't doctors create diets and lifestyle plans for patients instead of offering pills?
If y'all can't tell, I really get frustrated with these doctors. You know what I mean? Like, I got a mom that goes through a lot of health issues. I got a dad that's got, health issues. And they just on tons of medication. And to me, I always tell them, like, yo, a lot of this seems unnecessary. And they start to realize the same thing. So I got a personal vendetta with these doctors.
When we know that over 90% of disease is due to lifestyle, why don't we spend the majority of our time trying to prevent disease instead of treating it? Why don't doctors tell you to take something like a supplement to support your health prior to becoming sick, when we know that supplements and herbs can help prevent these things? Why don't doctors teach you to manage your emotions? Because that stress, that anxiety is going to lead to physical bodily damage, and the strain that you're under can play a significant role in your overall health.
I guess that's why the world sped up so fast, and we've got all of this stuff to stress about. If you got your money, your job, you got your children, even our kids are stressed out nowadays. They're on phones and they've got social media and access to so much information that we didn't have as kids. Just think about how stressed an 8 or 9 year old child is going to be. It just gets worse and worse.
Why don't doctors take a real role in helping people be healthy in their lives? Doesn't make sense to me. Why aren't we helping people get healthy instead of taking care of them after they get sick? I think it needs to change. I believe that real health is possible. I believe that you're the solution. I believe that the greatest doctor in the world is inside of you. We're just messing it up. I believe it's possible for you to live good. We're just not getting the right information.
Them all facts.
That I even gotta say this shit. And it's even more sad that y'all have to go on fucking TikTok to find out.
I feel offended. Hold on. I know this is YouTube, but still. Sheesh. Trying to watch you. Give you some views.
Out this fucking bullshit. For those of y'all who don't know what the fuck is going on in the state of Mississippi, they are trying to pass a law to reinstate the Jim Crow laws.
Crazy, right?
Let me say this one more time for the people who did not motherfucking hear me. They are trying to reinstate the Jim Crow laws. And for all you who are young and y'all don't know what the Jim Crow laws are, look up the story of Emmett Till. Enough motherfucking said. That brings me to my next motherfucking statement, and it's sad as fuck that I even gotta say this shit. We cannot depend on the motherfucking government for help. Cause look what the fuck the government is allowing to fucking happen, bro.
They the enemy.
We cannot depend on the fucking cops for help. We can't even depend on the black cops for help. Rest in peace to old boy. I forgot his name.
Man, I was just talking about him
today. So with that being said, this is a message to all you gang members out here. If y'all have enough common sense to have this person doing this person doing that, this person making the drugs, this person killing folk, this person running shit, this person doing that, y'all have enough motherfucking common sense to start a motherfucking army to protect your fellow people. Because if y'all don't know how fucking serious this shit is about to get if they pass that motherfucking law, make long story short, if a white person did something to you, guess what? They getting off fucking free.
That's already happening.
Period, point fucking blank. You guys are the only army we have right now. You Bloods, you Crips, you SAR-13s, all y'all Latin Kings, all y'all motherfuckers. Y'all are the only protection that we have right now.
And you know what's crazy though about that statement right there, right? Is that I heard that back in the day when these gangs actually started, that was the reason. It was for protection of surge, because you're protecting yourself from being harassed. You know what I'm saying? Like, for this reason right here. And that's what it started. Then eventually it got corrupt. And, you know, money rules everything. You know, people sell out all the time. But yeah, it's kind of like that's where we're at again. You know, history repeats itself. We're living in cycles.
Like I said, we can't depend on the motherfucking government. We cannot depend on the motherfucking cops. And it's sad, like I said, it's sad that I have to log on to the fucking internet and find this shit when this shit should have made national motherfucking news. With that being said, strap the fuck up. That's all I know. Is just strap the fuck up. Protect yourselves. Protect your families. Because the government, the cops will not do that for us. It's only Mississippi, baby. It's only Mississippi. It's only a matter of time for the entire South. It's like that. Again. Strap the fuck up. Protect your motherfucking families. And then for TikTok, if y'all take this motherfucking video down, that just comes to show that you are on the side of fucking Jim Crow.
She said, don't play with her today. Hey, she mad. Give her a Mississippi minute to collect her thoughts. Yo, she was angry about that, but she has all the right to be. That is crazy. Like, how you gonna reinstate them? Man, the South is wild. America is wild. The world is wild.
For those of you that don't know, Jackson, Mississippi just passed what is being
one.
called the Jim Crow Law. Passed.
Oh, so they passed it.
If you don't believe me,
that's crazy. I didn't know about this.
I need you to Google it, and I need you to understand that this is not an isolated thing. What the GOP does is they try different things out in different states, and when they see that it works, then they start. Other governors and other local and state governments in other states start mimicking what the other states did. And so you have this in Mississippi. You have AP studies courses being banned in Florida. You have books being banned that are about LGBTQ, about indigenous people, about enslaved Africans. You have some folks in Texas looking to ban the word racism. Yep. Welcome to America.
This is America. Oh. Yo, that was crazy, man. These are some wild woke TikToks, right? And I hope you guys found something that you liked out of this. You got to watch out for these traps, right? They're setting up traps for us left and right, and we got to stay woke. We got to stay on top of things. We got to stay ahead of the curve. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.